It is the third night this week that my mother's cowboy boot heels hit the linoleum stretching down the hall. This may not seem odd to you, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Drunk again on her way to the bathroom, the hum of her arguing with herself can be heard over the flushing of the toilet. The sound melds with the movie playing in the living room, creating a harmonized orchestra of my home life. A typical Tuesday night. The panoramic view of what the hallway looks like forms in my mind. I can't see it, but the sounds tell me what's going to happen next. Clunk. Clunk. She is on her way to my sister's room at the end of the hall. Erin! Her favorite little punching bag. Erin doesn't fight quietly like the rest of us do. Erin gets just as angry. Erin is easy. Her emotional buttons stick out at odd ends and glow neon green. They are easy to push. Erin! Get your ass out of bed. My mother's words slur with fear and hate. No one wants to open their doors to reinform her that we have school in the morning, and that her yelling would have us waking with hangovers, leaving our young minds saturated with the smell of alcohol. Erin! After the third time, I wish I could pull myself out of bed, unlock my door, turn the knob, and Erin's beating me to it. Yeah. She puts on a sleepy voice, although we've been awake all night. Hiding behind locked doors for a lifetime, my mother's abuse isn't always emotional or mental. I can remember the nights when our small bodies were tangled, trying to escape from her burden-laced hands, nights when we would run into the desert away from the fire to be comforted by the full swollen belly of the moon, nights when backhands which as often as the days we said I love you, nights when handfuls of her hair were pulled from our heads and she would throw us against bedroom doors and bathroom walls, nights when our small fingers had to dial Aunt's number to inform her that my mother was in jail, nights when squad cars and flashing blue lights never looked so good. The image of my 6-year-old brother bent over a pool of his own blood is seared into the backs of my eyes so that every time I close them, I can see my mother throw a towel at him and say, "Clean it up." The blood stain still smells warm and like iron, the bruises still sting, and the trust I have for my mother is still healing. So it may seem odd to you that I would flinch at the sound of my own mother's voice at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is another night that will sit heavy on my conscience. It is the first night I can remember my mother calling Erin out of bed to say, I'm sorry.